G'day guys, how are you? I'm Iski and welcome to my YouTube video. Have to show you this. I thought I'd be prepared. I don't know if there's a video in this, but there might be. We may as well pull the camera out now just in case. I have found myself two big screen TVs. They're 4K, they're LG, and they are really good TVs. I've fixed these in the past. I don't really fix TVs anymore, but I saw these TVs and I looked at them. I knew straight away that these were a specific model that have like this inherent fault in the screen, and it's classed as a write-off. Most people will throw their TVs out. Repairmen don't even know how to fix it. I would say 99% of repairmen wouldn't know how to fix it. But if these screens here, if these TVs have the same fault, I know how to fix it. And the cool part is you can fix it with a piece of sticky tape no bigger than a bee's dick. A big bee's dick, but yeah, tiny, a very tiny piece of sticky tape and just a normal piece of sticky tape. So that's what we wanted. We're hoping that these have that fault. But having said that, they might have cracked screens anyway, and you know, transporting them like I am now isn't the best, but at the time when I was loading them up, I had no other room. This is the only way I could do it, so that's what I did. But hey, listen, they were getting dumped anyway, so who cares if they're their stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. The thing is, I have a home cinema that I'm building on YouTube, and I need some 4K TVs, or at least TVs. They don't have to be 4K. I just want to put them on the wall in portrait mode and play some slideshows, like posters that you see at the cinema when you go into the public cinemas. That's what I want them for. So let's see if we can fix them, see if they've actually got that fault. I might be jumping the gun, but you never know. But other than that, look at this. I found these angle grinders. They look like they're new. There's a, what's that, 3 1/4 inch, and this is a 9 inch. This is nuts. I reckon I class this as the most dangerous tool ever made. It is, it's really dangerous, the 9 inch grinders. But this one is even more dangerous because I just looked at this. Check this out. If I actually pull the trigger down, it's got a trigger lock. What the F? I mean, who puts a trigger lock on a 9 inch grinder? That is crazy. That is really dangerous. But anyway, let's get on with this. I'm going to take this down to my corset shop. We're going to just see if it turns on and see what happens. I know they've been in the rain. They were definitely in the rain. You can actually see water streaks. But anyway, when I picked them up, they were dry, but you don't know about the inside. But they've been sitting in this van for at least, well, 7 days, and it gets pretty hot in here, so I'm sure they've been dried out. But let's take them down, see if they fire up, see if they're not cracked, and see if they have this screen fault. This is a 60 incher. I mean, I can't see any cracks in it. You can see all this water, dribble marks and stuff on it. Back in a sec. Alright, I've just leaned it up here. This is the 60 incher. Obviously, this is the one that we really want to work because it's bigger, right? So I'm just going to go and grab a power cord and see what happens when we turn it on. Okay. Luckily for me, I have a power board just here. Okay, let me just, I've got a remote control up here. See that TV over there? It's exactly the same TV that we're trying to turn on. And that one there, I actually fixed as well with this I'm hoping it's got this screen fault. What we want to see, guys, we want to see some horizontal lines and flickering. Let's do this. I don't even know where it is, down there. Well, nothing's happening, but I think it's because the cushion is actually kind of, the IR receiver is pushed too far into the cushion. Ah, look at that. Come back to us. Wow, come back to us. That is exactly what we want. Yes! Oh, that is exactly what we want. Can you see these lines? Ah, man, see those lines? And can you see this ugly flickering? Guys, we are going to sell, no, we're going to keep it. We're not selling. We are going to fix this. What is it? Maybe $3,000 TV, 3.5. I don't know how much these ones cost. 4K, 60-inch LG. We are going to fix this TV with a piece of sticky tape no bigger than a bee's dick. Seriously, that's what we're going to do. I'm stoked. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Let's get into, well, first of all, let's see if we can, let's turn the other one on. So this is a 60-inch LG. Let's turn the other one on. Hey, we're going to be fixing this in the cinema. We're going to fix it down there on the floor. But that's an excellent sign because I know I can fix it. All right, let's bring the other one out and see if it's got the same issue. Okay, so there we go. That's our 60-inch LG TV that we just turned on and verified had the same kind of screen fault that is unrepairable, that I'm pretty sure I can fix. I've just put the 55-inch LG here. It's a little bit smaller. I'll just plug it in and see what we got. Now, by the way, these TVs were on opposite sides of the room. Oh, it just turned, it's got the same fault. It's got exactly the same fault. Can you see that? Come on, splash screen. Come on, there we go. That's exactly what we want. That flickering, those lines, horizontal. Oh, awesome. Looks like we've got a couple of virtually new TVs that are worth thousands of dollars each for free. And all we have to do is put a piece of sticky tape, a tiny piece of sticky tape on a certain part of the TV, and it will fix it forever. Now, by the way, what I was saying before was I found these TVs on the opposite sides of the room, so it wasn't thrown out by the same owner. It was obviously separate, different people who've had the same issues, but we're going to fix it. We are going to fix this with a piece of sticky tape, so buckle up. All right, there you go, the back's off. Now, just to let you know, with these new LG TVs, I have no idea why they do this, but they put screws around the back of the TV. You saw me taking the screws out, but for some stupid reason they have clips as well. So there's internal clips around there, so you have to kind of break through those to get it off. You're not breaking the clips, but just kind of getting the clips unclipped can be a bit of a nightmare. I'm getting good at it though. I've done this about half a dozen times now, so I'm kind of used to it. But just to let you know, it's not all plain sailing. Also, this TV that I have down here on these cushions, this TV is our 55-inch TV. Why are we starting on the 55-inch TV, I hear you ask? Well, it's because I've already done the 60-inch. I did it 2 days ago. It's perfectly fine. I'll show you that in a few seconds. It is great. I did film it. I tried to do this exact kind of what I'm doing right now with the 60-incher, but I'm not happy with the footage. I'm not happy with, how I was describing everything. I was too technical. That's it. I was getting too technical, and yeah, I want to dumb it down a little bit. And I also did a bit, I just didn't diagnose a couple of things right. So let's start afresh and see if we can get this done correctly this time. Luckily we got 2 TVs. That's all I can say. Now, let's have a look over here. What have we got? Check this out. How good is that? That's our 60-incher. Look how big it is. 60-inch 4K LG TV. It had all the lines in the screen. It had all the flickering. And now it is 100% perfect. There's not a single issue with this TV. Everything is perfect. And yeah, it was complete success. I think it probably took me maybe, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to get it looking like that with a little bit of sticky tape. Okay, so let's get into this. So what I'm going to do now is just give you a very, very basic explanation with what's happening. Now, what's causing all of those lines? What's causing that flickering? It's basically a faulty pixel. That is all it is. One of those pixels out of the hundreds of thousands of pixels on the screen is faulty. And yeah, obviously you cannot fix the pixel, but what we are going to be doing is we are going to try and stop the signal that is going to that pixel from reaching the pixel, and we're basically masking that signal. So yeah, that's all it is. It's so basic. And to do that, I'll just give you a quick look. Now, each one of these boards has a purpose, obviously. Well, that one there is the power supply. It's obvious what that does. This one here is the main board. It kind of, does all your connections. You can see all your HDMIs, and that looks after your smart part of the TV. And this one here, this is called a T-Con board. Now, the T-Con board's job is to look after the screen. It looks after the pixels, sends all the signaling, and it's a very important board, basically. Now, that is the board that is sending a signal to our faulty pixel. So what we're going to be doing, you can see it has 2 different cables, ribbon cables. Now, basically, this ribbon cable here looks after this half of the TV. This ribbon cable here looks after that half of the TV. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving power to this TV. I'm going to disconnect one of these ribbon cables one at a time, lift up the TV, and just to see if we still have lines or if we don't have lines, and that will basically tell me which ribbon cable is delivering that signal, right? It's pretty easy. And once we have that ribbon cable, then we can do the fix. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to set up. What I might do very quickly is give this some power, just lift it up one more time, show you this thing turned on, and so you can see the flickering and lines, and then we'll start disconnecting stuff and working things out. All right, let's do it. But first of all, before I put some power, I need to put the on-off switch back on. This part of the TV that I actually disconnected before to get the back of the TV off, I need to reconnect because that has our IR receiver and it also has the power switch. So just in case it's not already turned on, let's actually plug all of this stuff back in. I think that's the only one we need. All right, so let's leave that like that. Okay, power time. Okay, there you go. I have light. You can actually see I've got some power to the TV, and if you see here, you can see the lights shining through the back of the TV. They're your backlights. So we know there's something going on. So let's just quickly lift this up. There you go. You can see there we have our flickering, we have our lines, we have our shit screen. Okay. So let's fix it. I'm going to set you back here. All right, so let's disconnect that. Throw you over there. Now, while you're here, let's actually disconnect this ribbon cable here. Let's start with this one. There you go, that is removed. Let's set you back here. I'm going to plug this TV back in. We have backlights. Excellent. Now, let me lift it up and see what we have. Just to let you guys know, we will not see a picture. We will not even see half a picture. Sometimes you do, depending on the TVs, but not with the LGs. We will probably have a black and a white half. Let's just lift it up and have a look. Exactly like that. Check it out. No lines. Not a single flicker, not a single line. Nowhere to be seen. So that's exactly what we want. Let me just put you down again. Let me unplug the power. What is that telling me? Well, that is telling me because we unplugged this, we unplugged the signal that's going to our faulty pixel. So it is this ribbon cable that we want to work on. So yeah, that's how easy it is. Now, just for the sake of it, let's plug that one back in and let's disconnect the other one. Because if we do that, we should have lines on our screen, right? So the other one is disconnected. You can just see there, I've disconnected this one this time. Let us plug this back in. We'll wait for the backlight. There you go. Let me just angle you up a bit and let me lift this up. And straight away we have lines. Can you see down here? You see all of those lines and the flickering? It's crazy. And you can see them even on the black side. Hundreds and hundreds of lines. It's very difficult to see it through this viewfinder, but I think you can see it. That's not good. So that just confirms we are on the right track. Let me just set you there, angle you down again. Just pull the power. So yes, this ribbon cable on this side here is the one we want to work on. So I've disconnected the power. I'm just going to quickly re-plug this good side back in. There we go. And I'm going to disconnect that one. In fact, I'll just put you here. I am going to disconnect this entire ribbon cable now. Okay, so let's disconnect that. Let's disconnect it from this end, like that. Just, there's a bit of tape over the top of it they put down. And there's a little bit of cable management there. We'll just have to slide that underneath that. Be gentle, these have thousands of little wires in them, so we will pull that out. Just like that. There you go. All right, let's go back to the corset shop and I'll give you a look. In fact, I will walk you up. Let's go. Let's go up into the corset shop. Let's just put you there. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned to you is basically, first of all, let me show you this. In fact, let me see if I can do this through the magnifying glass. It might be better. Can you see? I think you might be able to see them. Can you see all those little gold connectors? Well, we have to cover up one or two, or at least one. It doesn't matter if we cover up a couple of extra ones, which is what I normally do. But I'll quickly show you how I do that. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know? Listen, it is normally, let me just set you here, it is normally the first, within the first, I don't know, eight contacts. You can see these contacts, it's normally within the first 8 contacts there that you cover with a piece of sticky tape. It's only one of those contacts, but it doesn't matter if you leave the other ones covered up, which is what I do because it's just too much. I can't actually, it's too fine a work putting sticky tape over one little contact. So I normally cut myself a little bit of tape, and I'm pretty sure it's this side. Let me just grab this pen. I'm fairly certain it's that side. I'll just put a little dot there. Okay. And I will actually show you at the end of the video, well, very soon, how I know it's this side. Sometimes it could be on this side. I guess if you're not sure, just try either or and see how you go. So what I'm going to do now is just angle you up. I'm just going to come across here, cut myself a little bit of tape. There you go. You guys can't even see it, it's so small. I'm just going to cut that. Okay, can you see that? I've got it on my thumb. That's all I'm using. What I will do now is I am just going to use my little lamp here. I am just going to cover up maybe the first half a dozen. Let's try, let me just count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably a little too many. Let's bring it down a bit. There you go. I think that'll do. You see that? That is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just going to trim that back now, but you can just see that top corner is covered. One, two. Sometimes if there's a little bit of extra, I like to roll it under. Okay, looking good. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I'll show you anyway. You might see it. You can just see up the top there's a tiny little bit of sticky tape. Hey, let's go and plug this in and see if this has done anything. All right. Let me just set you here. In fact, I'll get you a bit closer. Let me just plug this in. And let's plug this in. Okay, all right, so I'm going to plug this in, give it some power. Let me just move you back. Now we should have a screen at least. Let's just lift this up and see how we've gone. Hold your breath. It's looking good. Come on. Yes! Yes! Absolutely perfect. First time. I am getting good at this. Oh no. No. I jumped the gun. The flickering's gone. There is a slight line. Can you see that? A very, very slight line down there. There you go. You can see it a bit darker over there. Okay, I thought that was too easy. You never get it on the first go. Although I have done that once. I think in the first video that I did, where I did this fix, I got it first time. But look at that, no flickering. All the lines but that last one are gone. How good is that? Let me just set you back here. Hopefully you can see that. Hang on a second. I can't see what you're seeing. There you go. But guys, that is perfect. We don't have any lines up here. We don't have any lines down there. Absolutely no flickering. It is just this tiny, it looks like it's a pixel wide line there. So what does that mean? I reckon we should put some more tape on it. That's awesome. Okay, excellent. So let's put that down. I'm going to disconnect it. I am going to pull this ribbon cable out once more. Let's go back. Okay, in fact, let us do it here, eh? See if you can do it with me. Alright, so we're going to add another tiny little bit of sticky tape. In fact, it's very difficult for me to do it with you around the camera. It's fine work, so I'm just going to let you see me from this angle again. Just cutting myself another small bit of tape. So I reckon cover up maybe one more pixel. or two. I mean, I really should actually, yeah, I'm going to take this bit of tape off that I put on before and put this new one on and just cover a couple more. There you go. It's that easy. I'm just going to, you can see that I've done it again. I am just going to trim that back. There you go, done. Man, I thought we had it. I thought we had it first time. Okay, I don't think you can see it, but yeah, there's a little bit of sticky tape up there. I mean, when I said a bee's dick worth, what I meant was, if you can see the connectors, it's just one of those little connectors that we have to cover up. But because I can't work that finely, I am just putting, it doesn't matter if you cover the other ones up. So let's actually take this back, plug it in, and see if we've got rid of that line. Hopefully we have. All right, I'll just set you back here, angle you down, plug you in. There we go. Do this side. There you go. Let's straighten that up a bit. That's better. Got it. All right, plug you in. Backlights are on. Let's just move you back here, angle you up. At least we give it a bit of time to get that screen up this time, eh? All right, let us lift it up and see what we got. It's not worse so far. Let's have a look. Perfect! It's gone. Look at that. No more line in the center. It is 100% done. Excellent, we've just saved another one. We have ourselves a new 4K LG 55-inch smart TV. How good is that? That is awesome. That is so cool. Blows my mind, this fix. How easy. I'd like to actually, in fact, I am just going to face you over there, because what I'll do just quickly is lift this TV up. I'm going to take that light off. I'm going to carry this while it's still on. Just move it over here. There you go. Now I can got control of the camera. There you go, look at that. Perfect screen. I mean, that is awesome. Now, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description of the guy that I learnt this from. He has a channel on YouTube called Frugal Repairs. His name is Reece. If you want to see exactly what's going on, have a look at his videos. They are amazing. But there you go, that's proof that it works. And yeah, how good is that? Oh, I can't believe it. It is so cool. We have ourselves a new TV. We've got that one we've just fixed. That's our 55-inch. Over here is our 60-inch. So I'm yet to make a decision which one to put on the wall. I'm going to use both of them. I'm thinking about using that one there for my poster slideshow like it is now, and maybe use that one there for, I think I'm going to use that as a trailer TV. In fact, I know it's all messy at the moment, but I'll show you where I want to put it. If we turn around, if you have a look on the side of my cinema, I have this area I'm currently building out. Now that wall over there, that is where I want to put the poster TV in poster mode. Listen, I'll stick up a photo of how I want this to look in the next couple of weeks, or a couple of months at least. Check that photo out, you can see the TV. Now that TV that you're looking at, it's in landscape mode. It has to be in portrait mode. And you can see here, I've already done some framing around the corner. That's where my fridges are going to go. I'm going to have my equipment rack down there. and I will have a candy bar section over there as well. But going back to that photo, that is basically what I want. Now you can see up here, see up there in the corner, yeah, I've got a TV already up there. So I'm thinking about that one up there is a 55 inch. I'm thinking about just having that one remain there, but maybe replace that with the one that we just fixed, this one down here. And that TV up there, that can play my trailers. You know how you go to the movies and you see trailers being played all the time? Well, I think we'll have some trailers played on that. This TV here, like I mentioned before, will go on that wall over there. But there you go, guys. At least I don't have to pay for my TVs. I just went to the dump, I went to an e-waste facility, went into this big room and I picked them up and we saved them. So it's so cool. It blows my mind every single time I do this fix. I think this is the 5th or 6th time I've done it, and you saw how easy it is. And what's even more disturbing is the amount of these TVs that I have thrown out in the past. Dozens and dozens of them, because I didn't know. I didn't actually know. But now that I do know, I fix them. And by the way, this exact model I've been rocking the last time I did it. Well, not the last time, the first time I did it. I kept that TV 12 months ago. So I've basically, almost 12 months ago, I've been using it every single day, all day, and it hasn't skipped a beat. It's a permanent fix, unless I guess you unfortunately get another faulty pixel. But I doubt that will happen. But there you go, guys. I'm going to call this video. I'd like to say thanks for watching. Say please like, comment and subscribe if you want to see me building this home cinema on YouTube with all my soffits and my beautiful dump seats. I got all of it, well, not all of them, I got 4 of the front ones at the dump. I think each one of those seats cost me about $12 each, but they're genuine leather and they're fantastic. But yeah, if you want to see me building this thing, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey, listen, just before I get going, I mentioned I'd come back after the video and just tell you guys how I know what side of the cable to put the piece of sticky tape, right? So just to say that this is the cable here that is delivering our signal to our faulty pixel. This is the cable we want to put our piece of sticky tape. How do I know whether to put it on this side of the cable or on this side of the cable? It's pretty easy. Check this out. What we are looking for are clock signals, because we're trying to block these things called clock signals. Basically, if we have a look here, just here, between these ones here, I'll blow this up because you guys can't read that, it's too small. I'll blow it up and circle it. You can actually see it says CLK1, CLK2, CLK3, all the way down to CLK8. Okay, now other models, other brands of TV, they actually kind of label them differently, but it normally starts with a C. That's what you're looking for. And you can see there that those clock signal labels actually correspond to the first 8 connectors on our board there. Okay, now, like I said, come back to me. So how do we know? If we have a look on here, there's no abbreviation, there's no label, because they only put it on one part of the TV. But if it's this side here, how do we know where our clock signals are? Well, the thing is, there's normally a pathway between these clock signals and that clock signal on this side here. So what I like to do is I grab my multimeter, set it to continuity. You can hear that. It's beeping every time it makes contact. Let's just put this on any one of those clock signals. There you go. Let's drag our probe on this side. Nothing. I can't hear anything. Not in that corner. Let's try down here. There you go, contact. There you go. So basically there is a pathway between this clock signal here and the clock signal on this side. So that's where our clock signals are. One side is on there and one is on this side. So basically what we are asking, what we're doing is by blocking the, putting a piece of sticky tape over one of these clock signals, we might be blocking the signal from getting to that pixel, but we're asking this side of the TCON board to take up the slack and limp us along, and it does it really effectively. Like you saw, there's no problem with the screen whatsoever. But hey, if you don't have a multimeter, don't despair. Just trial and error. Just, you know, put a bit of sticky tape on this side. If nothing happens, take it off, stick it on that side. You will know straight away whether you've got it or not. And then you just need to fine tune it. But that's how you find out, work it out. But yeah, it's pretty difficult to explain that without getting too overcomplicated. I'll check out Reece's video. I'll stick the link in the description, like I said earlier. Check out how he explains it. It's really interesting. And that's it, guys. If you're here watching this because you're trying to fix your own TV, I'd love to hear how you've gone. Leave me a comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Later.